All right, here it is, folks. Our very own Italian East Africa playthrough. Now for this one, I do have to turn Iron Man mode off. Otherwise, I can't actually take control of Italian East Africa. Just a basic setup on this one. I will leave a strategy guide for winning in Ethiopia in the comments if you need help. So essentially, since I'm releasing Italian East Africa, I'm only going to be building in Italian East Africa. So we finished solid progress. We are going to progress down this focus tree for a little bit while longer. But eventually we're going to be going down the guarantee Austrian independence path, because when I go down there, if I play my cards right, the Allies will actually just give me these extra territories that can be incorporated into Italian East Africa. Continuate l'attacco. All right, step one is done. So with the war over, I'm going to go down the Ministry of Italian East Africa, and I'm going to complete, at least develop Ethiopia so I can begin to do the regional development focuses in between now and us eventually establishing the state. All right, next we'll hop over to the new Emperor of Ethiopia. Technically, this will allow us to establish Italian East Africa, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. You'll see we have these decisions to do state development. Yeah, they raise compliance, but really that's not going to mean much because compliance resets after we established Italian East Africa. But it does modify a state modifier right here. You can see that without us doing this, we're not going to have much room to work with as far as development. I'm also doing these now because I don't think you can do these decisions after Italian East Africa has been established. I could be wrong there. Okay, here's where things get tricky. I want to convene the Grand Council and depose Mussolini, mainly because this focus over here, negotiate Italian claims, the British have a much better chance of giving up their territories if Dino Grande is in power. So as you can see, I can't do that because the balance of power isn't on our side yet. So we have to go over here and make Mussolini look silly, and then we can eventually get him out of power. And here's our decision. We are going to guarantee their independence because that will allow us to bypass guarantee Austrian independence over here. And with that, we can actually now begin the process of deposing Mussolini. Okay, we got Dino Grande in power, and you can see he's got some good stuff here as far as improved relations opinion. That will be useful for us as we ask for colonies from the United Kingdom and France. So with that, next we're going to go down the Balkan ambition side of the tree, and we won't be sending any ultimatums, but we will be going over here so we can negotiate Italian claims. So you can see on the opinion modifier, there is just a little bit of negative opinion for generating world tension. So before I go ahead and negotiate Italian claims, I am going to go do a little bit more development in East Africa, and then hopefully the world tension I've generated has eliminated by then. So this event has popped up, and like I said, I guaranteed Austrian independence, so I could bypass this focus and go to negotiate Italian claims. I actually don't have to keep that promise to guarantee them, so I am going to withdraw my guarantee. Why? Well, the Germans, if you have them guaranteed, are going to declare war on Austria, and that means that Italy is going to get dragged into that war, and if I'm a puppet, I get dragged into that war. Now, I don't plan on being a puppet by that time, but chances are, if Germany takes Austria, they'll also take Italy, which means Regno del Sud will go to Germany. I want Regno del Sud. So we're going to cancel that guarantee now. Okay, regional development's done. Since I invested in all those parts of East Africa, I got a decent little bit of civilian and naval industry over there. And by this time, you can see that I have no longer generated world tension. So France and the UK, they have both forgiven me for invading Ethiopia. So let's go ahead and at this point negotiate our claims. With my agents, I have been doing diplomatic pressure. Anything I can do to boost relations. So if you have a non-aggression pact, that helps. I don't know if diplomatic pressure actually helps this decision at all, but I'm just going to do anything I can that they'll say yes to. Now, this focus here really is a roll of the dice. They might give me something, they might not give me anything. And testing out for this run, though, by doing the improving relations and having Dino Grande, they generally say yes to the things that I want. So if you really want absolute certainty that you're going to get everything, you can go down here further to seek cooperation with them and then sign a pact. Those will almost absolutely guarantee you get the territories you asked for. But that's 105 days, and I'd rather take control of Italian East Africa sooner rather than later. So we're going to roll the dice, and hopefully they at least give us these 2 provinces and Garissa. Okay, here is the results, and it looks like I get to have French Somaliland, but they did not give me British Somaliland. That's unfortunate. But the British gave us over here? Okay. So it looks like we're only going to get Djibouti, and that's it. All right, at this point, I will go ahead and flip on over to Italian East Africa. To use console commands, by the way, it's just the tilde key. If you're wondering what that one is, on your keyboard, there's 1, and it's the key to the left of the 1 key. And then I will do tag to change my nation, and AOI for Africa, whatever, Italiano. And here I am, a Reichskommissariat of the Italians. Now, I don't plan on staying this way long. So you inherit the templates that the Italians had. So I went ahead and just created my generic template. I'm only going to have 10 divisions for this because we will be naval invading the Italians eventually. We're going to go political effort because we're actually going to try to flip over to democracy so we can join the Allies and then invade Italy and make them our puppet. One thing that's nice is Italian East Africa does come with a spy agency, so we can immediately put them on root out local resistance. So we're not going to get access to most of that industry I just built until compliance gets above 40% or so. But Italian East Africa does have a couple things. It has this national spirit that gets us a lot more manpower than we would have otherwise. He has this excellent trait of a 0.5% compliance gain daily. That is phenomenal. So we should get access to all that industry sooner rather than later. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hire a democratic reformer, and we're going to try to flip as soon as possible because I want to be done before World War II starts so I don't get dragged in as an enemy. Okay, I'm going to expand military support one more time. I've done it twice already, and then we'll ignite the Civil War. Okay, I got 10 poorly equipped divisions in the field. I don't know how many are going to go to the Loyalists, but let's ignite the Civil War. Here's another frustrating thing. All that research I did as Italy did not carry over. I had to restart my research from the top. And that's it. We are now the Italo-Ethiopian Federation. You would think if I have a local Ethiopian guy as my leader and I'm democratic, maybe I should get cores back on all this stuff. You don't. Also, now that I'm democratic, I can go local autonomy, which will help our compliance boost even quicker. They already want back in, folks. Okay, we got compliance over 40%, so we're getting that reorganized workforce. So things are starting to look pretty good. I'm going to guarantee the independence of Luxembourg so I can join the Allies. I would do Poland, but apparently they don't take us seriously enough. Okay, World War II has just kicked off. I'm actually a little curious if Italy will join the Axis. They might not. I think Germany eventually will send them a proposal because they have the Rome-Berlin Axis. I actually don't know what Dino Grande is going to do here. I don't really know much about the Dino Grande side of the tree. Okay, Germany declared war on Luxembourg, so I can now join the Allies. As for my army, I will go ahead and put us on the border of the UK because this is all going to go to Vichy, so I shouldn't put troops there. So I'm going to help out the British by building a port over here. And wow, Germany's having a hard time over here. I don't know if that war with Austria just took too much out of them or the fact that they don't get cores on that anymore, but they are struggling. Since 10 is probably the max I'm going to be playing with on these guys, I did throw in a little bit of Marines and Mountaineers just to negate some of the terrain difficulties. All right, there we go. And we're in action, folks. What's interesting is that the Italians actually are decently strong over here, despite me wasting all their economy building over here, because they're not stupid enough to have all their troops in Italian East Africa just to get encircled at the beginning of the war. Oh no, they took that port I built already. That's wild. The Italians are actually being fairly competent in this game. Tried to help the British out by getting some airports over here, but, you know, of course they're not going to actually bring any planes over. Dang, they're actually being fairly competent this game. They're the ones bailing the Germans out, not the other way around. Okay. They still want us in. All right, now we're making our push. Here's an encirclement. See ya. Okay. Yep. Just speeding on through the desert. Be interesting if we can actually get them. That's wild. How do I have any supply to push? The closest port is way over here. Am I actually going to take Tripoli without any supply? They're going to let me take Tripoli with no supply. Okay. This has nothing to do with Italian East Africa. I don't think they have any like specialties that allow them to fight this well with no supply. Another one. Okay, let's go bail out the French. Just got to make sure I'm aggressive enough to where they can't get it entrenched anymore. The Germans are just now making it to France. Dude, they've been fighting over a year now. Dang it. Unfortunately, I think I got to pause here and build some supply. I'm not going to be able to get the push I want without it. Oh, they're going to let me get a counterattack here, aren't they? Yep. Stupid. Stupid. Okay. And then we'll link up with the supply hub, and I might not even need that. Oh, they really want it. All right. Supplies linked back up. Let's push. Wow, and France just now fell. Italy did pretty good, man. The year is a little soon, but this is an accurate World War II map right here. The final siege of Tunis with the Italians, the last bit of the North African Brigade. Okay, that's North Africa wrapped up. I feel pretty good. We are actually at 6% war score. We've lost 50K to the Italians. They've lost 100,000 to me. Okay, 2-1. KD ain't bad. Let's go push into Italy. So, in order to get Italy as your puppet, I really just have to have either Rome or the most states. And if it's like kind of a tie, I don't think you get a puppet at all. Somebody who digs into the game's code can probably tell us better. But this is the perfect timing. Germany pushed in on the Soviets. Now, this is probably going to be a weak push because the Germans had such a hard time over here. Yeah, they had such a hard time in Europe, and yet they're still pushing like 3 months too early. So at this point, I'm just waiting for the British to get their navy up. Okay, their enemy navy is not out, so I'm going to stop exercising, and let's go. They have more troops here than normally. And thanks to this color scheme, it's very hard to tell what tile I own versus them. So we'll push you there, and then if you can get up to here. This is a risky push because it requires my allies being competent. Let's see, do they have plans to come over here? They do. Okay, good. This one guy over there is trying to hold off the horde. All right, the soccer ball and the toe is covered. We just need to get the rest of the boot here. We only lost 3K people on that invasion. Not bad. Oh, I suppose it might help to have a couple advisors here. They're probably going to start putting death stacks of troops right here. I doubt I can make this push. So in the meantime, I'm just going to hold this, let them grind on us for a little bit. Once my allies fill in this front line, I will go ahead and do another naval invasion to Rome. No, nobody has air out. I guess because I don't have air. Like, I have not seen the British put air up anywhere yet this entire game. Literally, nobody has air up anywhere. All right, I built a level 4 fort here. Gave them some supply. Hopefully they can hold this. Let me let this second port build, and then I'll start working on my naval invasion plans. Okay, we have supremacy, technically. They have none of the Italians, I guess, just got rid of their entire navy. I don't see any enemy. They must be all in for repairs. So let's go at it. Literally no one here. We're going to pause this push up here until we clean up down here. Wait, what? Bet you haven't seen this often. Fascist Croatia has joined the Allies. All right, that's what we want to see. Uh-oh. Are they trying to backdoor us? They are. I think my allies got it covered, though. Oh, nope, they do not. What a stupid naval. Look at this, dude. What a stupid decision. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, if I was a player, I would do a desperate naval invasion attempt before the Civil War kicked off. Yes! We got it, coach. Okay. Did we get the puppet? Yes! Yes! And another juicy encirclement. Oh! There's D-Day. Interesting. You know, I really thought that the Soviets would have a much better time with a weakened Germany, but Finland is going to town here. It doesn't look like D-Day's going too well, though. Average HOI4 game. Stupid AI. Stupid AI, dude. I gave you an encirclement and you chose not to take it. I don't understand. I really don't. Oh, are we going to rescue him? Oh, we saved him. We actually did it. All right, let's go clean up these pockets because I no longer trust the AI to do it for me. Okay, we're kind of stuck at this river line. Hopefully the Allies can hold here. I'm going to go push over here because I know we have supply and they don't. Look at Brazil. I think I'm going to help the Brazilians down here. I don't get how the Soviets are doing so poorly. Like, the Germans have 6 million casualties. All right, I'm going to make a little risky move here. I'm going to naval invade on this coast here. And then hopefully that distracts them where my allies can get a little bit of a push. And if not, I think we'll be able to dig in and build a port. There's a supply depot right here, which hopefully should mess up their front line. There goes their supply. And then we'll try to build this. How long does this need? June 18th? Yeah, we can hold out for a month. They're not even trying to push us out. All right, there's the port. Let's see. Are they going to start moving their troops in now? Yep. Ooh, a nice size army here. Okay, here they are. Let's go. Do I have an infantry specialist? I think I do. No, I don't. Okay. Wait, what? Ruggero Santini, I made him an infantry specialist, but when I go to pick him in my high command, he's suddenly a black dude. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I got over ambitious. Come on, come on, come on. Go rescue. Go bail him out. Yes. Okay. Who needs D-Day? Why are the Allies have literally pushed nothing this entire game. People of the baguette, I have returned. Again, they really want to come back in the government. How are they having such a hard time? I don't understand. You want garrison support? No. How about you stop wasting all your troops grinding in the Balkans? They have literally not pushed. Like, they've literally taken nothing without my help. It is wild, the incompetence here. Oh, now here comes the Ruski. What is this front line, man? Okay. I am winning the race to Berlin, so screw it. Let's go. There it is. First to Berlin. Oh, don't lose it. Don't lose it. If they filled in my front lines here a little bit more, I would definitely go down here and help, because that's a good-looking encirclement if they could just finish it off. I haven't even bothered to check on Asia. Japan is having a phenomenal game, apparently. Literally, I think it's just me and Japan. The only ones having a decent game right now. I think this is the 4th or 5th one. I'm tempted just to flip back fascist. Who's the leader of the fascist party? Luigi Filomarino. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can flip fascist by the end of this. I really hope the Allies fill in these holes. Come on. Okay. Woo. I'm curious, where do we sit with war support or war score? We were just behind front. That's wild, man. One thing, this channel is called Carthage Studios, so we absolutely have to take Carthage. So Tunisia will be ours. Outside of that, I want to make sure my puppet gets all their cores back. I bet you want that back, friend. The British in this game are always like, colonialism for me, but not for thee. Can I take any Navy while I'm here? Oh, let's take there's a good ship. Okay, we have a boat now. That's nice. And there it is. Italo-Ethiopian Italy. We do have a boat. We need to go finish off Japan, and then we'll try to flip back fascist. Okay, I have a battleship and 33 destroyers. Be funny if Prince Amadeo's here. All right, let's liberate some Chinese. Why does the Soviet Union just randomly own this? Oh, the Germans, the Germans must have demanded Tsingtao back, and then the Russians took it in the peace conference. That's funny. Dang, that Japanese Navy is huge. I don't know. If we don't have naval supremacy by 1945, I might just call it. It's just, I have no supply here because of the freaking Soviets, dude. Come on, man. Sure, let's do army maneuver. Oh, look at that encirclement. You're welcome, China. You're welcome. Does the game like check to see if you're decent at it? And then like if you're decent, all your allies are just bad? Okay, and with that, China's liberated. The allies are nowhere close to getting naval supremacy anywhere over here. And I don't have a navy, so I think I'm going to call it there before I quit. One, I guess we're going back fascist. And hey, look at that. I assumed Luigi Filomarino was going to be an Italian man, but we still have an Ethiopian man in charge. So out of curiosity, I appointed a communist minister. Apparently you can have unlimited civil wars and government changes now. I looked up this guy, Luigi Filomarino. There was an Italian guy named Luigi Filomarino. He was white and he died in 1931. Knowing this game, is that who he's supposed to be? I don't know. But I think I figured out the reason why my generals become black as soon as you make them in the high command. I think it's because of the tag. Because I am technically an African nation, that it just automatically fills in portraits with African people.